Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram, and today's video is Bujo With Me, episode 6. So this week, actually I've already set this up, but this is going to be a weekly setup in my book journal for the week of November 11th through the 17th. My schedule is correct. That will be the week we are currently in. Um, I am using the Autumn Academia. I want to say kit. I was about to call it a kit, but it's not a kit. It's from the Autumn Academia Twinkle Tuesday collection. I bought, in addition to the like ink swatches, and the like colored frame boxes, whatever you want to call them. I bought a couple of sheets with like decorative elements that I liked. Oh, and these plaid. This plaid is chef's kiss. I love this plaid. So for this week, um, I did a week 7-day overview on the right side with a little scene in that space up in the top left corner of that side of the page. As you can see, I've already mapped out my calendar, and that's kind of all I did. I didn't really have a game plan for anything else. I just knew I wanted to leave a lot of space on this left page for deco or notes or journaling or whatever. Um, so the footage is actually, it's only sped up like 1.25, just so I didn't have to talk as long. So this is actually pretty close to real time. I don't spend too terribly much on my weekly spreads. I believe I've talked about this before. Because they're more functional for me. I just like having it nice and pretty. Because if it's not nice and pretty, I don't really want to go back to it because I keep thinking about how ugly it is, and I'm like, I don't want to look at this. So for this week's episode, I actually have not thought about what we're going to talk about, but I guess we'll gather about like kind of what's going on in the community um recently. Um Kind of has like a time capsule slash podcast, I guess, is a way that this is going to be. Because I'm always interested in like how communities develop and how trends evolve, emerge, um, die, and evolve. I just had evolve already. So I guess what I kind of want to touch base on this week is like this push, this move towards like washi paper. I mean, we've all have our, I'm sure we all have, if you've been in a planning community for quite a while, you have rolls of washi tape somewhere that you're not thinking about. You might have just cleaned them out. You might have donated them, given them to a friend, or they're staring at you and judging you for how much money you spent on them. And trust me, I'm in that last category. Um, so it's just interesting to see that the washi paper has now become like a really big thing because the washi paper is kind of like the best of both worlds, has in the best of like premium matte and transparent matte, because it kind of, and this is washi paper I'm using right now, from the Giving Girl, although she has changed her washi paper recently. I think she's more in line with like the Sadie stickers and um Paper Trail Plans, the one with the clear backing, because this stuff's not have the clear backing. So I don't know, I haven't bought any recently, but I know she changed her paper recently. But as I was saying, the washi paper has the kind of color payoff of um premium matte. It's not the same color payoff, but it has better color payoff than transparent matte does. It's, you know, you could tell just by looking at these stickers that they're very saturated. Um, but it also is a little bit more forgiving than transparent matte, because I don't know how many times I've put a transparent matte sticker down and I'm like, I am not picking that back up. It's not going to work. It's just not. It's living there now. That's where it's going to be. So the washi paper is a little more forgiving. And some premium matte stickers give me some struggle too. And I'm pretty good at pulling them up because, you know, the trick to pulling up your stickers is just constant pressure. Um, an even, constant and even pressure. It's not 100% foolproof, but it usually works majority of the time. Um, and the other advantage it has is that you can like, well, not like, you can tear it as you saw me do in the beginning. Um, it's like great, and I'm noticing, we have Sadie stickers moving towards the um washi paper for the deco kits. I think she's moving her alcohol inks entirely to transparent. I think she's basically phasing out transparent matte paper. Did I say transparent? I meant washi. The deco kits are now available in washi and premium matte. Yes, premium matte. Pretty Pink Co offers the washi paper option now. Letters to Apollo has their freebie and a bunch of their decorative pieces in washi paper. Um, Dash of Sun, Chelsea's thinking of, well, actually, no, I know she is. She's going to be starting to offer washi paper at her shop. I think did I say the Pretty Pink Co? They also have washi paper. So we're having this huge push towards washi paper, because I think it's a pretty good medium. I am curious, and I think this was a topic brought up by like Danny and Coco from Coco Lux Designs. Oh, I'm so sorry if I got your name wrong, but it's Coco. I'll tag her below. And Jenny, maybe it was Coco or Jenny. I'm sorry, whoever it is. One of you two. Because the biggest downside is that no matter how translucent the washi paper is, you can still see the outline if there is a little bit of a bleed line. I think that's what it's called. You'll see an outline around the washi paper. You could see it around the girl on top of that plaid pattern there. So regardless, you're always going to see a little bit of an outline. So the big negative with the alcohol inks specifically is if you like to layer your alcohol inks, you're going to see where the two are sitting on top of each other. What I enjoy about like the Giving Girl is like she has those blended options already, so I would be interested in seeing if shops start doing that. I actually like love it when shops have interesting alcohol inks because, like, yes, they are a kind of background color element, but who says they can't be fun? So I am curious as to how far into the washi paper we'll be going. I think Harriet Wright Designs also just retired their entire transparent matte like collections. Like they had this huge sale recently. So I'm curious as to where it's going to go. And the other benefit to to the washi paper over the transparent matte is foiling. From my understanding, shops can foil the washi paper. They can't foil certain transparent matte papers. I think, or at least the ones that we print our alcohol inks on. Someone can correct me. I'm not the end all be all. I am just a person on the internet just talking about random things that she wants to talk about. So that's kind of like where I'm at. How I know there was thoughts. I'm assuming there was this movement towards transparent matte paper when shops started offering it. Because I remember watching hauls, maybe like 2022 hauls, maybe, or maybe 2021, somewhere in that time period where people would be like, oh, and this is in transparent matte paper, and this is in premium matte paper. And I was like, well, yeah, your foil, of course, is going to be in transparent matte because you're going to layer it over stuff. But I guess that really wasn't a thing until it became a thing. So now people are going to be able, you're going to say, okay, well, this is in premium matte, and this is in washi paper, and this is in transparent matte. Like, obviously, most alcohol inks are going to be in transparent matte. Are we going to be moving to a time where we'll be like, oh, actually, this is an alcohol ink on the washi paper? This is what it looks like. Obviously, like the Giving Girl, she only offers that's a general statement. Her Twinkle Tuesdays, generally speaking, are on this washi paper now, because she doesn't do like the kits or anything anymore. She has a different niche. So I'm curious as to how long how long does transparent mat have? Um, it still has its benefits. Has like, foil for layering. Um, but will it be phased out for the watercolor inks or ink swatches? Um, are we gonna start seeing uh, deco in the transparent mat more than the not transparent mat? I'm confusing myself, in the washi paper rather than premium mat or transparent mat. I don't think shops are gonna stop because people have their preferences on which type they like to use. But I am curious as to if for streamlining purposes, if shops will start moving in one direction or another. Um, Obviously, you guys want to give us all of the options as we can, but at some point there will be too many options. Um, for you and for us, right? Sometimes I'm like, what paper do I want? Which pieces of deco? Like, shopping fatigue is a thing. So I'm curious as to how far this will go on. And now I'm just kind of rambling. I'm almost done the spread. Let me finish up here with what's going on in the spread. So I'm just creating a little border with this green washi tape from Archer and Olive from one of their mystery boxes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a mystery box because it pairs really well with that girl with the green coat. She's so pretty. I love her. If I thought better, I would have lined the other page, but the title gets in the way, so I didn't have room. This is my weekly setup, and that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would love it if you gave the video a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to my little channel. Bye!